February 2013. Crown Casino, Melbourne, Australia. Take a moment and absorb the scale. 220,000 square feet of gaming floor. A fortress designed to be an impenetrable wall against loss. Billions flow through it every year, and tonight someone is about to rob it blind. The most interesting part? The casino actually invited him to do it. His name is James Manning, a self-made millionaire with a taste for high-stakes blackjack. He's about to receive a phone call that changes everything. This is a call from Crown Casino's VIP services. We'd like to invite you to experience our mahogany room, all expenses paid, and the vault stocked with extra cash. Manning smiles. When do I arrive? Think about the confidence required for that invitation. A casino is literally paying a gambler to come lose money. They are so confident in the house edge, they'll fly him first class and give him a free villa. They just forgot one thing. Manning isn't coming to lose, and he won't be gambling alone. Crown Casino boasted the most advanced security system in the Southern Hemisphere. 30,000 cameras, ex-military surveillance staff. Their track record was flawless. Never successfully robbed, not once in 20 years of operation, but within 72 hours, James Manning will walk out of Crown Casino $32 million richer. Let's go inside the theater of high-stakes loss, the Mahogany Room. Invitation only, where minimum bets start at $500 and go up from there. Rich mahogany, crystal glasses, and dealers who are the absolute best in Australia. Everything is designed to make you feel like royalty while you willingly hand over your kingdom. Crown assigns Manning a personal VIP handler. Her job, make sure he has everything he needs, anything to keep him playing, anything to keep him happy. What Crown doesn't know is that the VIP handler has a price, and Manning just paid it. Let's call her Sarah, a name we use to protect her true identity. For months before Manning's arrival, Sarah was preparing, learning camera systems, mapping blind spots. She was a scout. And what she discovered was the fault line in the fortress. Crown's surveillance was incredible, but there was one tiny technical vulnerability. The surveillance feeds. They weren't hardwired. They transmitted wirelessly. This was the key. If someone knew the right frequency, the right protocol, the right access codes, they could tap into Crown's own cameras, see every card, see every chip, see everything. Here's what our investigation at Digital Mysteries uncovered about Sarah. She worked at Crown for 6 years. Then, late 2012, her mother was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Medical bills started piling up, $15,000 a month. Sarah was drowning in debt, working double shifts, and it still wasn't enough. Manning saw the weakness. He made an offer Sarah couldn't refuse, $300,000 cash for the access codes. No violence, just information. Sarah became the single human vulnerability in a $50 million security system. Manning exploited it perfectly, setting the stage for what we call a cyber conspiracy. Somewhere in Melbourne, a young, brilliant hacker sat in front of multiple computer screens. He was looking at live feeds from inside Crown Casino, camera 248. Perfect overhead view of the dealer's cards. The hacker could see everything Crown's security team saw, but he had one advantage. The security team was looking for problems. The hacker was looking for profits. The plan was simple. The hacker sees the dealer's hole card. He signals Manning through a tiny, hidden wireless earpiece. Manning bets accordingly. In blackjack, if you know the dealer's cards, you have a 95% advantage. You are no longer gambling. You are simply executing a script. But now came the hardest part, winning $32 million without triggering alarms. Too many wins, too consistent a play. He needed to look like the luckiest man alive. February 15th, 2013, 9:47 p.m. Manning sits down, calm, charming, invisible. He starts with controlled, mid-range bets, perfect camouflage. But in his right ear, a voice whispers, the hacker's voice, calculating every probability in real time. Then the signal, big bet, you've got the edge. Manning pushes forward $400,000. He draws a 16, nightmare hand. Stand, the voice says. Dealer busts. Manning stands. The dealer flips her card, hits, and busts. Manning wins $400,000. Lucky, maybe. Not illegal. Hours pass. The pattern hides in plain sight. Up $2.5 million. Then, at 2:34 a.m., it happens. The voice in his ear goes dead. Total silence. Manning is blind. He has $85,000 on the table. No signal, no edge, no backup. He hits a 14 against an 8. He gets a 9. Busts. He loses $85,000. That single loss saved him. For 2 hours, his decisions had been robotic. This mistake made him human again. Investigators would later find the cause: a standard casino wireless sweep, a brief burst that jammed the feed, nearly wrecking the plan, and accidentally making it bulletproof. Sometimes, losing $85,000 is the smartest play you can make. Over 10 hours, Manning plays 347 hands. 8 were extraordinary, but the real profit came from the ordinary hands. Knowing the dealer's card lifted his win rate to roughly 60%, a subtle 12% advantage. At that scale, it becomes a silent machine, quietly generating $26.4 million. Add the 8 perfect strikes, and Manning walks away with $32 million in verified winnings. The luckiest man in Australian gambling history. But in the surveillance room, a technician named Marcus noticed something strange. Manning kept touching his right ear. Marcus zooms in. There, barely visible, is a tiny, flesh-colored device, an earpiece. Marcus pulls network logs. Someone accessed the surveillance cameras remotely during Manning's session. Someone hacked Crown's $50 million system and used it to rob them. By 6 a.m., Manning's winnings are frozen. By 6:23 a.m., security is at his villa door. They escort him to a private security office, not a police station. The security chief lays it out. "We found the earpiece, Mr. Manning. We found evidence of unauthorized access to our security cameras." Manning plays the script. "Am I under arrest?" "Not yet. Then I'd like to leave." Within 30 minutes, Manning and his family are escorted out, banned forever. His $32 million is frozen, unclaimed. But Crown makes a decision that sounds insane. They cover it up. If they prosecute Manning, they have to admit their security was compromised. They have to admit that a cyber conspiracy breached their fortress. The bad publicity would cost far more than the $32 million. So, the heist becomes an unsolved cyber case buried deep in corporate records. The hacker vanishes. Sarah disappears. The final brilliant detail: Manning was scheduled to be the star of a PR stunt that morning, ordering the Winston, the world's most expensive cocktail. Crown couldn't cancel. The media was there. So they begged another customer to order the $12,500 cocktail on camera. They faked the sale to cover up a $32 million cyber conspiracy. This entire operation offers a critical lesson for the digital age. The strongest technical security system is only as strong as its weakest human link. Internal threats, driven by desperation or greed, are the primary vectors for sophisticated attacks. The hacker who orchestrated this may be behind other anonymous data losses. The lesson is clear. In the age of the cyber conspiracy, the most devastating attacks don't involve breaking down the doors. They involve simply logging in. Join us next time on Digital Mysteries, where we explore the cases the establishment wants you to forget. Until then, stay secure.